Good morning, students, staff, friends, and family. I'd like to welcome you to the 8th grade award ceremony for Community Middle School. We are proud of all of our 8th graders as they have made strides to become more trustworthy, encouraging, accountable, and motivating individuals. These are the tenets of being a member of Team Community. Shortly, you will hear from staff members regarding the outstanding accomplishments of several students. We are proud of them, we miss everyone, and look forward to seeing you when it is safe to do so. Please enjoy the awards ceremony, and we'll see you when we can.
Hi, I'm Mr. Fiacco, and I'm proud to speak on behalf of the recipient of the award for visual arts in honor of Mary Marshall. This award recognizes middle school students who have demonstrated a combination of artistic talent and unique character traits. This award first acknowledges individuals who display creativity, passion, and appreciation of visual arts. As this student's computer graphics teacher, I saw them create two works of art that are both innovative and fascinating. This student consistently infused their passion for basketball into various projects such as a Steph Curry digital graphic in which they compounded several images into one cohesive, appealing, and semi-pixelated design. They also created amazingly smooth and detailed animations from fadeaway jumpers to slam dunks. This student even recreated the Jumpman logo in 3D and brought their dreams to reality through an outer space edit in which they were an astronaut gazing upon the glowing Earth. Just recently, I was informed by Mr. Naughty that this student created slope art in the form of a cable stay bridge. But with all that being said, this award is unique because it specifically recognizes those who have a consideration for others and a positive outlook. Every day, this student will walk into class with a warm smile and a positive greeting. While this student created such spectacular designs, he always found the time to help students on the other side of the classroom. I witnessed firsthand this student patiently assisting others to improve or enhance their designs. I am so happy and proud to present the award for visual arts to Benny Wang. Congratulations.
This year's Mary Marshall Award recipient is a courageous creator who entered the art studio with skills and the passion to create. An artist who understands the importance of the design process and works hard to develop original solutions to our design problems. Fearlessly implementing techniques taught in class, demonstrating skill with each medium we explore, this artist takes pride in producing a well-crafted work of art, creating bold compositions that are thoughtful and engaging. This artist demonstrates dedication and perseverance necessary to consistently produce outstanding work of art. But what truly separates this individual from other young artists is the willingness to take creative risks. Whether it's adding new mediums or techniques to a work of art, producing an original piece for a community show, or painting on the walls in the hallway, knowing that the entire school is watching the progress. This artist courageously implements suggestions and explores with materials in an effort to broaden their artistic experiences. That is the essence of an artist. Congratulations, Rohini Cindy, this year's Mary Marshall recipient.
Hello, I have the honor of presenting the award for global citizenship to a student who I believe epitomizes what it means to be a global citizen in the year 2020. I've been honored to work with this particular student in the Prism Room as a scenario writer, as somebody who always comes in for lunch bunch and amuses us all with the very witty jokes that are told, and as someone who demonstrated that she is indeed a risk taker with her National History Day topic this year, which focused on feminist works and their implications on a global society. This is a person who came into the Prism Room every day focused on how to make the world a better place because of her genuine, caring, and feminist spirit, started a project called Project Full Stop with her friends. They would go into the bathrooms and they would put products for female students, and they did this all on their own. This particular student spearheaded many projects this year, working from her gut, knowing that it was the right thing to do because women's issues are everyone's issues. The future is indeed bright for this particular student, and we are all better people having worked with her. I am so very proud and humbled to have worked with you. I will miss you terribly. Thank you so much, Veronica Mau.
Hello, my name is Aaliyah Danch, and I will be presenting the award for Global Citizenship in honor of Dorothy Fullerton. One of the first lessons I do in September is about culture. We think about how culture is conceptualized within a globalized world, and we talk about our own identities and think about what work we still need to do as a society to make this world more culturally inclusive. Sometimes we tend to shy away from talking about these complex topics out of fear. However, from day one in class, the student was brave enough to engage in these complicated conversations openly. It was always clear how much the student cared about the world and the well-being of everyone around her. Even through turbulent times, the student manages to find the best in every situation and will speak up, leaving the class with a sense of hope that change is possible. We all tend to take ourselves very seriously, but this student has instilled in her peers that every day through dialogue and enhancing our own global awareness, we can make a difference. The student, through class discussions and written work, has always taken into consideration everyone's perspective and makes an effort to put herself in someone else's shoes. Thank you for reminding your classmates of the power of dedication, global awareness, and a positive mindset. I am honored to present this award to Abiha Rupani.
Hi, I'm Ms. Wickizer, and I'm here to present one of the awards for school leadership and service. This award is recognizing a CMS student who has worked towards the betterment of the school community. During all 3 years at CMS, this student has displayed the character traits of kindness, caring, and working to help others. I had the pleasure of working with this student the past 2 years through the Amigos Leadership Club. They are a constant presence at Amigos meetings, and fellow Amigos respect and listen closely when they speak up to share their opinions, their humor, and their advice. I have also been proud to watch this student grow over the past several years and was lucky to be their teacher in 6th grade. You've grown so much during your middle school experience, and it's been such a joy to watch you find your way and your niche in our school. This student has gained confidence in themselves and their leadership ability through the service they've done for our school and the larger community. They're always one of the first to volunteer, to lead discussions, and attend volunteer events. They have volunteered at 6th grade orientations, back to school nights, and other events that benefit our school community, in addition to being a member of student council where they have a leadership role. This student should be spotlighted for their service to the school and the positive example they set every day for others with their words and their actions. It is my absolute pleasure to present the award for school leadership and service to Kenny Koo.
Hello, my name is Morgan Palmer, and I will be presenting the award for school leadership and service. This award is granted to the student who demonstrates kindness, empathy, and the drive to improve the school community. As a new teacher at CMS, my first day of school nerves were at an all-time high. From fumbling my words to receiving blank stares, I was so nervous to get through to the students sitting in front of me. But as the day went on, my nerves were put to ease by a student who not only greeted me with kindness and respect, but who encouraged their classmates to participate in each corny icebreaker activity. The student chosen for this award definitely puts the unity in community. Their involvement with clubs and organizations has allowed them to leave a positive impact on the school staff and their peers. This student takes on leadership roles in a way that encourages everyone to participate and express their opinions. The student advocates for the most sensible choice to be made during event creation and planning, despite the opposition from a popular choice. This student is organized, makes an effort to make everyone feel heard, and is truly dedicated to every commitment they make. From student council to CMS theater and wake up community, this student is one of the most prominent voices at Community Middle School. Thank you for uplifting those around you. Thank you for reminding me why I chose this profession and for showing me kindness each day. And finally, thank you for making us all smile during your iconic Verizon commercial. I'm honored to present this award to Daily Katz. Congrats, Daily.
Hardworking, self-motivated, conscientious, and kind. These are the words used by CMS faculty to describe this recipient of the Community Service Award. I have had the pleasure of knowing and working with this individual in orchestra classes for the past 3 years. During this time, this student has been recognized as an accomplished musician, serving as section leader of CMS orchestras, earning acceptance to region and all-state orchestras, and winning several solo and chamber music prizes. However, what makes this recipient stand out is not just these personal achievements, but rather their initiative, leadership, and service to our school and the outside community. For example, in orchestra rehearsals, this student has an unwavering dedication to the entire ensemble, lifting up others, serving as a positive role model, and even being brave enough to make some of those very first comments in our Orpheus-style student-led rehearsals. Consequently, these selfless actions have earned this person the respect of peers as well as teachers. Outside of school, this individual has volunteered time and talent to perform at such venues as the Plainsboro Museum, Barnes & Noble Book Fair, and Plainsboro Township's MLK Awards ceremony. Additionally, they have raised money through a walkathon for CORD to aid rural development in India and served as a volunteer math instructor at their temple. These many endeavors demonstrate this individual's integrity and good citizenship. Therefore, it is my honor to present the award for community service to Sanjay Kaushik. Bravo, Sanjay.
Hi, 8th graders. My name is Mrs. Klugerman, and it is my pleasure to be presenting the award for community service to an individual who exhibits all the characteristics that this award embodies. This particular student was chosen for this honor because of her selfless qualities, her wonderful character, her sense of citizenship, and her overall service to the community. She has earned the respect of her classmates and teachers through her quiet, humble nature, her supportive behavior, as well as her respect for her classmates and teachers. In November, this student was chosen by Team 8A's teachers to be highlighted on the CMS Panther Wall of Fame for responsibility. Anyone who has had the pleasure of coming into contact with this person will tell you that she always has a smile on her face, whether in class, in the hallways, in front of the camera on Wake Up Community, or on the dance floor. She is friendly, kind, fun-loving, and will go out of her way to help others, which is evidenced by her numerous charitable contributions to her community. Outside of school, this student has shown her kindness towards others through her work with an organization known as the Loaves and Fishes, which is a group that makes care baskets, serves food, and puts together gift baskets for those in need. She also volunteered for Soul Hope, which is an organization that helps Ugandan people become jigger-free. In addition, she participates in activities at her church to help make new shoes for the people of Uganda. As a result of this student's selfless acts of community service and well-rounded character, it is my absolute pleasure to present the award for community service to REGAN Blessing.
Two words stand out about this award that really sum up the 8th grader I was asked to announce. The first word is resilience. Resilience is how you bounce back from the tough stuff, and this young person is both very tough and very bouncy. She has been seen bouncing up and down the halls and all around the cafeteria since 6th grade. Tough and bouncy, kind of like a ping pong ball. The second word about this award is growth. And while I have to say maybe she hasn't seen the most growth in her stature, in her efforts to stay positive and be the best person she can be. She is one of the tallest human beings that both Miss E and I know. I am very proud, and I have a really big hug for someone full of courage, Tasneem Tapia.
Throughout life, we all experience difficulties beyond our control. The question is always how we choose to respond. Since day one at CMS 3 years ago, when faced with obstacles, this student doesn't hesitate to respond with fierce bravery and mental toughness. Their many gifts are built through natural talent, heroic determination, and hard work. A tech genius, they are able to talk with the head of IT and not only understand all the lingo, but give ideas on how to fix inaccessible devices and networks. They are also a fearless artist, shining in multiple art mediums, as well as using their perfect pitch to serenade audiences with both voice and violin. If you've ever read their writing, poetry, or heard their spoken word, you are so lucky. They surprise audiences with their witty humor and ability to boldly share insight on key issues. As they tackle so many different arenas at only age 13, I do not exaggerate when I tell you their multitasking ability matches that of many high schoolers or even college students. High School North will be so impressed. CMS staff and students have benefited from the opportunity to learn from this person for 3 years, and we are better for it. Thank you for your wisdom and demonstration of how to charge forward in the arts, academics, and one's personal goals. You embody hope and passionate drive. You are a powerhouse. It is my honor to present the award for courage to Madeline Mau.
When we think of the word character, many things come to mind. Characters in books, plays, and movies. And these characters are portrayed by actors and actresses who are just playing a part. For this student, the word character means something completely different. They are not acting. They are being themselves, and that's what makes them so special. To this student, character means being genuine and positive. It also means honest, responsible, polite, courteous, outgoing, and kind. This student's character is evident every single day by their hard work and everything they do. In school, they've been a member of student council, Wake Up Community, stage crew, and choir. Outside of school, the student has supported blood work foundations, charities, Girl Scouts, and the Trenton Soup Kitchen's Silver Award Project. Other interests include singing, dancing, karate, and fencing. In all of these, this student illustrates great qualities of character, leading by example with their dedication and hard work and making the learning fun. Leading by example and having fun. Sounds like a great formula. That's what makes the students stand out. It's not about them. It's about working with everyone in an optimistic, enthusiastic, and cooperative way. Combined with genuine and positive, this student makes an impact. They are not playing a part. It is my sincere pleasure and honor to present the Christopher Chafani Award for Character to a great character and a sweet person, Samira Reddy Mika.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Hornick, the math teacher on Team 8A. I'm very proud to present this year's Award for Character to this recipient. This student has unrelentingly striven for excellence this year in and out of the classroom. This year's recipient has demonstrated acceptance of others and a truly magnificent work ethic. This student is both respectful and respected by his peers, while also possessing a great sense of humor. The student is always sporting a positive attitude and a genuine smile when encountered in the hallway or in the classroom. A few adjectives that come to mind that best describe the student are as follows: honest, responsible, courteous, polite, outgoing, and kind. Anyone who knows the student will tell you that he's always enthusiastic and optimistic. The student leads by example in the classroom. He not only completes his work with enthusiasm and participates actively in class, but he also guides classmates to follow directions and to stay on task as well. This student is very cooperative and willing to help out anyone in need. In fact, he was even our Wall of Fame recipient this year for cooperation. It is with great admiration that I present this year's CMS 2020 Award for Character to SAHAJ JASANI. Congratulations, SAHAJ.
This award recognizes a middle school student who is creative and expresses broad interests in the performing arts. When this recipient came into my classroom back in September, I knew I was in for a treat in my performing arts class. Time and time again, I was blown away by the dedication and passion that this student gave to every project, performance, and written reflection. The enthusiasm that this student gives not only in my class, but the rest of their classes certainly does not go unnoticed. Their team teachers wanted me to mention that this student is one of the kindest in the bunch. The student tries, even when it is difficult for them, and they bring energy and passion to everything that they do. During presentations, they take a really professional approach to what they do and a great deal of care. This student is accepting of all students and is always ready to say hello. So, without further ado, the recipient of the Award for Performing Arts in honor of Bianca Carnegal is Maxim Nadishin.
It has been my pleasure to get to know this recipient during her 8th grade year. Within our first couple conversations, I quickly came to learn about her passion and many talents in the performing arts. Outside of school, she is an avid dancer, dedicating hours each week to cultural dance. She has also learned cultural singing and helps teach young children the same. Writing is very much a passion of hers as well, as she is always looking for opportunities to improve her skills. During her time at CMS, she has been a part of choir all 3 years, and this year she was one of 10 students selected to be a part of the Middle School Carnegie Hall performance series in New York City. And for someone who had to get dragged to play auditions this year, she killed it and ended up landing one of the leading roles, which speaks volumes to the type of performer she is. Not only is this recipient a bright performer on stage, but she's a shining light off stage. Her teachers describe her as a caring soul, someone who is calm, patient, positive, flexible, a quiet leader, always looking out for those around her, and I couldn't agree more. She's a genuine, hardworking, deep thinker, always striving to do better and be the person she always wanted to be. There's not a doubt in my mind that she will continue to shine on and off the stage for many years to come. I'm so happy to announce one of this year's recipients of the Award for Performing Arts in honor of Bianca Carnegal is Sivapriya Yalapragada.
Hi students, I'm Mrs. Hicks from IRLA 8A and I'm very excited to present the Sally Swissler Award for Writing today. To start, I'd like to begin by sharing with you the opening quote from our recipient's personal memoir. "Let there be light. Isn't that what we hear? To spread utter joy with no thought of fear? Has it not been said, where there is darkness, there is light?" This quote certainly echoes at this time in our society. This student's passion for writing shone bright in the fall when he won first place in the Princeton University Frick Science Center Writing Contest. His entry is a poem where he personified the elements in chemistry. Talk about using both sides of your brain. Victory struck again in the spring when the student won first place in the International Writopia Playwriting Contest. The prize, his play, Room 118, was set to premiere as an off-Broadway play on Friday, May 1st. However, as COVID may have it, Broadway was dark at that time. But during quarantine, he went on to have 3 additional writing pieces win first place prizes. While this year has certainly been a challenge for many of us, in his own words, 2020 has been one of the most productive and successful years of my life. Oh, and to add a dash of humility, he also told me that he entered far more contests than he won. It is with tremendous astonishment in his achievements that I present the Sally Swissler Award for Writing to Suryansh Mansharamani.
What are your gifts? How do you use them? The art of communicating with another human being or even an audience can be challenging, but certain individuals possess this unique gift. The student for whom I am presenting generally loves to write and has that natural ability to be very deliberate with her words and thoughts. After reading through her various writer's notebook entries, I learned that this recipient is thoughtful, hardworking, imaginative, and very humorous. Additionally, she is very appreciative of her friends, family, and using her voice for important causes such as Project Full Stop. With all that imagination, passion, and creativity, her skill as a writer has grown considerably. Two particular activities that helped strengthen her writing included National Novel Writing Month, where she had to set a goal and write at least 1,000 words every day. A second activity that she credits for improving her skills involves scenario writing, a dystopian writing contest connected to PRISM. This determined 8th grader won the competition for the 3rd year in a row. In her writer's notebook, she shared a short story titled Flicker, which states, quote, "As I catch a glimpse of my sister, I realize for the first time that I miss her. I miss holding her, feeling the weight of a real hand clasped in mine. I miss the relentless voice that shouldn't need to stretch over oceans to reach me. I miss her presence. Technology can't create everything." This student is definitely on her way to a successful writing career. I present the 2020 Writing Award to Shaima El Zaman.
"Excellent," I cried. "Elementary," said he, a quip made famous by literature's finest super detective, Sherlock Holmes. This quote encapsulates my experience with the student I am honored to present an award to today. The award I speak of is in honor of former community middle school math teacher Mary Shea. The recipient is to have displayed many of the attributes that made Ms. Shea so special and dear to her students and colleagues, such as belief in themselves, acceptance, kindness, and respect for all. So let's put on our tweed deerstalker hats a la Sherlock Holmes and inspect what makes our honoree so well regarded. In the classroom, this student is soft-spoken and mild-mannered, but is brimming with intellectual curiosity and always analyzing the day's topics to maximize conceptual understanding. Teachers rave that this student seeks out knowledge, adds insight to classroom discussions, and works beyond requirements. As a member of Science Olympiad, their hard work was rewarded with 3 first-place finishes in state competition. This required dedication and focus, which this student has in spades. Peers and faculty alike can attest that this person is helpful to others, shares knowledge in a quiet and respectful way, and demonstrates leadership by example. Always courteous and humble, this student is a pleasure to be around, and in turn makes the world a better place. So as we remark, excellent on this student's years at community, a reply of elementary would make all the sense in the world, because they make it look easy. But excelling with grace, dignity, and character is always harder than it looks. It is my honor to present Achyut Prakash with the 2020 CMS Award for Respect. Congratulations.
Hello. The Award for Respect in honor of Mary Shea identifies someone whose character reflects kindness, giving to others, and the demonstration of acceptance and tolerance for all. This student meets all of these requirements and beyond. She is kind, polite, diligent, and cares not only about her success, but of the success of those around her as well. She will always greet you with a welcoming, warm smile and positivity that is simply infectious. At CMS, this student is consistently on the honor roll and has been recognized by our Wall of Fame, and you also can find her in Amigos. She has volunteered at the Trenton Soup Kitchen and at a local art studio. She is an embodiment of the "If not me, then who" motto that Community Middle School has adopted, demonstrating respect for herself and for others throughout the school. All of her team teachers are truly so proud of her and have loved having her in class this past year. We know that the student has a bright future ahead of her and that she will achieve many goals without losing sight of the importance of how you treat others along the way. So without further ado, it is because of all of these reasons, it is a pleasure to announce that the recipient for the Award for Respect in honor of Mary Shea is RUTA KRISHNAN.
Hello, 8th graders. I'm Mrs. Tambu from 8A, and I'm so happy to be presenting the award for student athleticism. The characteristics of an exemplary athlete and an exemplary student both include one who is a team leader, one who strives for his or her best, one who never gives up, and who is always seeking self-improvement. The 8th grade student selected for this award embodies all these characteristics and more. A few people who've played an important role in the student's athletic career at CMS have shared their thoughts with me. The track coaches, Mr. Koletsky and Mr. Markley, shared, "The student is great, a natural leader, athlete, and teammate who always practices every day as if it's a competition." Wrestling coach Mascatello shared that this student was always looking for ways to improve and was a positive role model for the younger athletes. Coach Yaros shared that this individual is a versatile player, and she stated that she could put the student anywhere on the field and feel confident that she would succeed. The awards and accolades can go on and on for this student, from wrestling, excellence in sportsmanship, softball, volunteering for the Plainsboro Recreation Center, and much more. This diligent and caring individual was also recognized for the Wall of Fame for motivation this past January. The team teachers and I are so proud to announce the award for student athleticism is being presented today to Trisha Nakka. Congratulations.
Hello, community. I'm Lisa Saka, and I'm honored to present an award for student athleticism to a recipient whose teachers and coaches believe possesses the leadership qualities and character deserving of this award. To say he has a balanced view of athletics and academics is an understatement, as he excels in the classroom, on the court, and in the field. His language arts teacher describes him as an amazing writer who knows how to use his voice in wonderfully creative ways. And in science, he's a critical thinker and a problem solver. This is a student that can be counted on as a group leader to provide encouraging feedback to peers, and is definitely a student who others seek out for assistance. In fact, he's even been known to provide math help during flex. Onto athletics, he was described as an absolute warrior for his basketball team, and that his limits were tested on a daily basis. His basketball coach says he was a quiet leader, and a leader by example, who was not expecting personal praise in return. It is clear he was very central to this team. As for baseball, his coach says that as a 7th grader he was a team leader and would have been a captain this year. His skill set was evident as both a hitter and in the field, where he was a pitcher, a first baseman, and also a leader by example. While this individual may not have sought accolades, he is certainly deserving of the Student Athleticism Award. And with that, I'd like to congratulate Jahan Kulkarni.
Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia Stronati and I am honored to present the award for determination this year. Our team has never met another student quite like him. He is dedicated, passionate, and motivated not for grades but for learning. Teachers strive for students to understand that learning is about self-improvement and a desire to be a responsible member of society. This student shines and stands out among others when there are challenges and obstacles. This student brings 100% effort in and out of the classroom and is never afraid to ask questions, go to help at flex, and always pushes himself above and beyond to be the best student that he can be. He will also improve projects and assignments until he has made his teachers proud. As a future herpetologist, he can tell you any and all information there is to know about any given reptile. Lastly, you may wonder why I'm out here in the woods, but I thought it was only fitting since this student is a proud Boy Scout. I'm so grateful and honored to present this award to Adil Majumdar.
The award for determination recognizes middle school students who have shown determination, growth, and a positive attitude towards learning. The student I'm about to present this award to exemplifies all of that and more. This student comes in every day ready to learn with a smile on their face. No matter what the assignment, project, or activity, this student always gives 120%. The student is always looking for ways to improve their work and immediately applies any feedback to make their work even better. This student's positive and determined attitude is not only displayed in the classroom, but in outside activities as well. This student has participated in Special Olympics New Jersey for the past 3 years. This student is a Special Olympics New Jersey 3-season athlete competing in cycling, soccer, bowling, and track. This year, they would have participated in track at CMS. This student has grown immensely in their 3 years at CMS, both socially, emotionally, and academically. I can't wait to see what else they will do at the high school and in life. For all of these reasons and more, I am happy to present the Award for Determination to Shashank Kaur.
The final series of awards are our Principal Awards. These awards recognize 2 middle school students from each 8th grade team who embody the team community spirit. These students truly represent the acronym TEAM. They are T trustworthy, E encouraging, A accountable, and M motivated. They also demonstrate the West Windsor-Plainsboro Regional School District's mission of thoughtfully contributing to a diverse and changing world, consistently demonstrating strength of character, confidently serving as role models to their peers, and of course, upholding a love of learning. Team teachers will join me to announce this year's Principal Award recipients. Let's start with Team 8A.
Team 8A is proud to present the Principal's Award to this well-deserving student. This particular student is humble in her actions and will most likely not be expecting this award right now.
This student is mature and thoughtful with her interactions between her peers and teachers. She always has a smile on her face and collaborates well with everyone.
This student gives 100% of her effort in any task that she is faced with. In and out of the classroom, she advocates for her peers. This student seeks and accepts constructive feedback and applies it proactively.
This student is a role model who has earned the respect of her peers and teachers as a result of her unselfish attitude towards others. She was the Wall of Fame recipient for both 8th grade for positive attitude and 7th grade for kindness and caring.
It is my pleasure to present Team 8A's Principal Award to Sanskriti Ramji.
Team 8A is happy to recognize the following student with the Principal's Award. This student can be described as a positive and enthusiastic team player. This student has figured out the recipe for what it takes to be successful. He is truly a leader in class and advocates for himself and others.
This student has an infectious personality, elevating others with his zest for living and learning. This student shows concern for his peers and always has a kind word to say.
This student is actively involved with amigos and is comfortable both behind and in front of the camera, as evidenced by his wake-up community appearances and his cooking show.
This student was the Wall of Fame recipient for both 8th grade for positive attitude and 7th grade for respect. He truly is the cream of the crop. This student seems to be everybody else's cheerleader, but now it's time to cheer this student on.
I am pleased to present Team 8A's Principal Award to Julian Morgan.
Everyone, we're the teachers of Team 8B and we are here to present the Team 8B Principal Award winners. Our first winner has sincere compassion for others and advocates for what is right. He is non-judgmental and supportive of his classmates and navigates difficult class discussions with grace and humility.
This inclusivity makes him a natural leader, both in and out of the classroom, whether it be during a class discussion, in a band rehearsal, track meetup, pickup football game at recess. The student demonstrates good character and sportsmanship at all times.
In the classroom, this student has a genuine passion for learning and consistently exceeds our expectations. He takes initiative, trusts the process, and is not afraid to ask for help or lend a hand to a classmate in need.
Every day, he takes the time to greet his teachers and classmates and ask how they're doing. Whether it be a conversation about football or the Marvel Universe, you know he genuinely cares about what you have to say. He leaves an impression on anyone he meets and is our favorite X-Man.
It is my sincere pleasure to announce Team 8B's Principal Award recipient, Xavier Chowdhury.
Our second Principal Award winner has left a lasting impact on the CMS community. She showcases a true love for learning and constantly is working to better herself. This student takes initiative and responsibility in the learning process.
She truly values the process and joys of learning, whether she is reading a book at her locker in the morning or using flex time to check in with teachers. This student is always motivated to push herself.
She is a collaborative team member who is always willing to work with anyone and demonstrates immense respect for herself and others. Inside of the classroom, the student fearlessly advocates for various social issues through a global perspective. Outside of the classroom, she demonstrates sportsmanship and leads by example on the CMS soccer and lacrosse teams.
This student is someone who showcases unconditional kindness towards everyone through simple acts like holding the door or writing a sweet thank you note to her teachers. This student continues to show compassion through her work on her Girl Scout Silver Award, where she stitched care bags for those in need, as well as donated countless books to the Hands Across the Water book drive. CMS is going to miss you so much. But said best by the Lumineers and your favorite song, you got big plans and you gotta move.
It is my sincere pleasure to announce Team 8B's Principal Award recipient, Lily Giusi.
The first recipient for 8C lights up any room she is in with her friendly smile, bubbly personality, and kind soul. She is passionate about learning and puts 100% effort into all of her work, no matter the task.
During this remote learning experience, she has continued to shine, and she frequently responds to student questions that are posted by students in classroom regarding assignments, and she responds to them even before I've had a chance to view the questions. She is one of the first ones to post Flipgrid videos, giving us all a glimpse into the clearly loving relationship that she has with her family, especially her little sister, whom she introduces in all her videos.
As a member of Amigos Environmental Club and Community Cares Club, she has made valuable contributions to our school community. She is a strong ally for the LGBTQ community and promotes acceptance everywhere she goes.
Her commitment to the service of others extends beyond our school and into the larger community. She is actively involved in the Girl Scouts of America and frequently volunteers in community cleanup and environmental projects. Despite all these commitments, she somehow manages to fit in time to participate in a form of traditional Indian dance 4 days a week and Taekwondo 2 days a week.
I am proud to present Team 8C's Principal Award to Sharon Joseph.
The next recipient of the Principal's Award for Team 8C is the bright light in our day. No matter what the class time or time of day, he enters the room with a beaming smile, a cheerful greeting, and a genuine, heartfelt inquiry into the status of our day.
Every day, my fourth period class would start with the student yelling, "Mr. Naughty!" down the hall, and he instantly made me smile. He brought such positive energy and passion for learning into each and every class. I do not think there was ever a time in the day where I did not see him smiling.
This student is consistently the first student to complete his work, not because he is looking to cross it off a to-do list, but because he is eager to dive into the opportunity to extend his thinking and enrich his understanding about the world. He is a strong advocate for himself, always seeking input about the quality of his own work. He constantly inspires us to work more diligently in our own endeavors and to give it our all, even when things are challenging.
This student consistently goes out of his way to help anyone inside and outside of the classroom, and was a positive role model for younger students. He displays excellent sportsmanship, whether it is on the basketball courts at recess or during the 3v3 tournament after school.
I'm proud to present Team 8C's Principal Award to Joshua AJ.
Hello, community.
We are very proud to present this award to a recipient who has left her mark on our team and also our school community. She's a student who is able to help her peers in a way that is really unique for a person her age. It would not be a surprise whether balancing reactions or modeling the refraction of light, if a student raised their hand with a question, it would follow up by saying, "It's okay, she already showed me."
She's an outstanding writer who puts her all into everything she writes and always helps others improve their work. No matter who is sitting next to her, no matter what level of writer, she would offer assistance that made that person a better writer.
She always enters the class and greets myself and her classmates warmly. She balances being a student athlete very well, who humbly excels both on and off the court or field. I can remember one basketball game right at the end, and you would have never known in class the next day because she was back to business, dedicated and focused on her classwork.
In addition to all these qualities that she has, she's always dedicated to everything she does. During the teacher-student basketball game, she did not hold back one bit. When I met her on the court, she stole the ball right out of my hands without a flinch. I barely knew it had happened until she was already halfway down the court. You will never see less than 100% from her.
This year's Team 8D's Principal Award goes to Malia Silva.
We are honored to present this recognition to a student who is well-rounded, is a great team member, and has shown a real appreciation for learning. He is truly interested in improving himself for the benefit of learning, not just for the grade. For countless weeks, he worked one-on-one with a peer to improve his understanding during flex. Not only did I see how hard he worked and used his flex time responsibly, but I saw the end result. Hard work and dedication pays off, and it truly showed for him.
This student always sets a positive example for his classmates to follow. He works well with anyone who he is sitting by and will voluntarily provide support for them on his own. I can remember one time when this student led his table in a philosophical discussion on the Abrahamic faiths when he realized that they each represented one of the three religions.
He's a good friend and teammate to those around him, always pitching in, doing his part and more, taking responsibility for his actions and setting an example for others. His work during book club stands out because he always looked out for other students and invited them into the conversation.
This student tries hard and is always interested in finding ways to improve his work. But what I'll remember most is this student's play-by-play narration of 5th period science on a swivel microphone. This is definitely a recording that will be saved.
This year's Team 8D's Principal Award goes to Carson Schneck. Congratulations to all our award recipients. I'm grateful that we were able to keep the tradition of 8th grade awards ceremony and recognize just a few of the many great accomplishments of this 8th grade class. In addition, I would like to recognize and thank the staff members and teachers who nominated students for these awards. It was an extremely hard process for such an amazing group of students. If these award speeches are any indication of the future, the best is yet to come from this class of 2024.